Hello and welcome. I am Scarberlock, and this is City of Heroes on the Rebirth server with Tiger Shrike, our level 24 Stalker, who has 304,000 XP, 56,000 to go to get to level 25. And when we get there, guys, we will be halfway to max level. We won't be anywhere near halfway done with the game, though, because the low levels go by very quickly. We have about 4.25 million influence, and what I decided to do is let's try some alignment missions before we do more story arcs. In my scrapper video we went hero, so in this character we're going to go vigilante. So the first alignment mission is called Cold Drinks and Hot Tunes, and so we find a flyer about an underground party, and we read it over. It says local tough guy and repeat offender Frostfire, who you can fight if you do the low-level Hollows missions. Frostfire has been trying to increase his following of late, ever since he was put down in front of the members of the Outcast, and that would have been in the lower-level missions. This party seems to be one he is holding to garner some recruits from his new gang, specifically from the Freak Show. So I guess he's left the Outcast and joined the Freak Show now. You investigate further to discover that he brings those who he sees potential in back to another warehouse where he shows off various trophies that he's collected from the heroes he has defeated. Usually this is enough to convince his new recruits that despite his previous loss, Frostfire is still a top dog. His next party is going to be happening tonight, so we can either round him up or humiliate him by destroying his trophies, and we are going vigilante, so we are going to humiliate him in front of everyone. And so this is our mission, and it's right here in Talos Island. So now what we're going to do is we're going to become a vigilante. Now, one of the things you can do with this alignment is change your completely change what side you're on. So if you are a heroic character and you go vigilante, from vigilante you can choose to do villain-like rogue missions, and then from rogue you can choose to become an outright villain. We're not going to do that. This is still a good character. She's just kind of brutally heroic rather than being sweet and kind, right? Alright, and now we will go inside and we're going to break his trophies. We're going to beat him up and break his trophies. I'm going to take him out too. Party's already started. And this should be a +1 times 0 mission. Yeah, well, times 1 really. Shouldn't be times 0 players. So it's +1, so that's good. And we're going to take this guy out. Hopefully in one shot. Got him. And the beauty of that is it does not permit him to do dull pain the way this guy's about to do, so that he can't prolong the battle. Look at that, we one-shotted 2 of them, a lieutenant and a minion. Now we count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They did not respawn. And there's a trophy. Oh, look, there's a purple. Wow, there's 2 purple bosses. Flambeau. We're gonna have to fight her. And the freak tank. Wow, that is gonna be awesome. Now, we don't absolutely have to fight those guys, but we sure as heck are going to. I want to try it. But first, let's beat this thing up. Yeah, Flambeau's a hero from the Twin Shot story arc. So I'm not sure why we're going to be fighting her. Maybe because we've chosen to destroy the trophies instead of... And why I backed up is this is going to blow up and do damage to me, I believe. Yeah, that would have done damage if we'd been standing right next to it. So, what else is around here? Just some freaks. Let's fight this boss. Oh wait, I went the wrong way, didn't I? Alright, well let's beat these guys up, and then we'll fight the boss. The 2 bosses. So there's nothing back here. This is a pretty small mission. Make sure nobody wakes up, and they did not. So now we are going to fight these bosses. I don't know if Flambeau is actually going to become hostile to us. But these guys we need to take out as quickly as possible. So the minion we don't have to worry about too much. We got to take this freak tank. Freak tanks are tough. They're going to take reduced damage, so there's no way to one or even two shot them. I'm waiting for build up. Oh, we can hang on. Let's speed that up. That'll allow build up to recharge much more quickly. And that's going to make all these powers recharge faster. It's like putting a single origin recharger on every single power. We're going to do more damage. We're going to hit. We're going to go ahead and take some defense. And then we're going to pound. Yeah, see, that only does a small amount. But Flambeau is not attacking me, so that's good. We don't have to fight both bosses. My dull pain is better than your dull pain, buddy. I have mine 6 slotted. And there we go. Done. Now he's probably going to wake up. Or is she going to help me? She's going to help me. Okay, we really don't need her. Let's make sure he doesn't wake up. Now, can she follow me? Probably not. Yeah, she can't follow me, so... Yeah, I'm not going to worry about you, Flambeau. Whoops, I don't want to turn that on. I don't need you. I'm going to just wipe these guys out myself. Is she blathering? Oh no, it's a freak show. She's a talker, Flambeau. She's actually quite funny. I don't really like the twin shot story arc, but I like her. She's hilarious. As a character, I like her. I don't like her when she's following me around. So I'm just going to let her just be lost. I don't need her help in here. No, you don't. You're not running away from me. I'm going to knock you down. And then pound. There we go. We really don't need that extra heal. Now, one shot to him. You guys can see, look at this, +1 freak shows at level 24, and we are just owning them. The only way they can do anything to me is with the boss. That is awesome, and this character hasn't even begun to realize its full potential. It is going to be so much more awesome when we get our Eviscerate power, when we get our instant healing for regen, when we get some of these like powers slotted, like fast healing. It's going to be so awesome. Oh, I don't care if it blows up now. We're not fighting anybody. Alright, so we completed the mission, and that should have given us some alignment. We got a couple badges, Knows the Truth and Streetwise. Ooh, I like Streetwise. We're going to keep that as a title. So now when other people click on my character, they'll see the name Streetwise on it. I don't know if I can show it to you. I think I can. Thought there was a way. Player name. Personal player name. Show. And if you look down here, under there, it says Streetwise under the title. So now we're not going to show it. Okay, so let's head out. We have now completed our first alignment mission. Cold drinks and hot tunes. And if we look under alignment, we now have a point. We have 1/10, and we have gained fame for my action as a vigilante. So that's cool. Shall we do another one? Dragon Embossed Journal. I think I've done this one before. So, we find a journal with various images of dragon decorations on it. And a guy named Skydragon writes, "Tonight I will follow my suspicions about Cray Industries and their recent interest in magical arts due to some shield they have in place. I'll need to embed myself within their labs in order to actually travel undetected. Loath as I am to do it, I must use the forbidden artifacts to empower my journey. I pray this is not a trap, but I must know what they are doing. I suspect that they have hired the Sky Raiders to guard it, meaning that I should be able to easily get by them. I do not believe they have a keen understanding of magic. Skydragon hasn't been seen for days, and from what I've heard, many of the superheroes in this city are becoming concerned. Written on the note is the address of the location he may have been investigating. However, further investigating the crazy interest in magical items might be more important to saving Skydragon. After all, he was only investigating one of many Cray labs. Someone still needs to follow the trail while it's warm. So we're going to abandon Sky Dragon and follow the trail. What? Did I not take it? I must have clicked the wrong thing. Vigilante. Find out what Cray's up to. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, so we're going to select that task, and we are going to head to our next Vigilante mission. I like doing these. I think it's really cool. It's interesting that on the Homecoming server, I don't think they have these little sockets here. I'm not sure why. Oh. Come on. I always get stuck on the little ledges there. Okay, so we are a few hundred yards from where the negotiations are going. And we will see what happens at the end of our next alignment mission. Okay, so this is to the left. Oh, it was down here. Yeah, I went the long way on that one. I do miss Super Jump. My next character is probably going to have Super Jump. Speaking of that, I've been thinking about what possible archetypes I might want to play. And I said before I'd let people, if they want to vote in the comments, decide what I should play. Stalker and Scrapper are out because we've done those. A number of other types are out because I just don't like playing them, like blasters and controllers. So I could do Dominator. I got about 25 levels into a Plant Thorn Dominator, and then Homecoming banned uploading video taken on their servers. So we could do that. So I think the choices at this point now are going to be Dominator, a human-only Peacebringer. I don't like the other shapes, the dwarf and the squid forms, but I do like Peacebringers. It's tough to do human-only, but we can try it. So human-only Peacebringer, Dominator, Brute, Corruptor, I think, and Tanker, because I didn't get to finish Tanker either on Homecoming. So think about it, guys, and at some point I will put up I will put it, like, for one of the particular videos, I will announce it. You guys can vote in the comment section, and we can decide which my next character will be. It's not going to be, I'm not going to put the vote up for a while because, oh, I went forward too fast. I'm not going to put the vote up for a while because we got to wait till this character gets past level 50. You can see what a huge debuff that was just now. And he's slowing me down, but I'm going to counteract that with haste. So as we get close to 50, I will go ahead and we'll do a bit of a poll and just see what people would rather I do. So with these guys, what you want to do is find, well, they don't have them here. They haven't had them so far, but you want to find the Raider Engineers. Raider Engineers will generate um, like a force field generator. They will create a force field generator that then will surround, will approach you and surround all the guys you're in melee with by having like a force field around them, and it becomes very, very hard to damage them, to hit them. So no lieutenants here. So so with Sky Raiders, one of the things you want to do is take the engineer out first. So if we can assassinate them, that'll make our lives easier. So far, I haven't seen any engineers, and then it doesn't really matter. Found a clue. We defeated one of the banished pantheons, and our sins are resulted by a series of images. We see a man in Civil War garb, and it appears to be shamans in a swamp, and the man is being dragged into some dark cavern, and the images with the man's skeletal hand shooting out from the ground. That's weird. What does this have to do with the Cray? I almost feel like this is the wrong mission. Like, what are Banished Pantheon doing in here? I mean, Sky Raiders make sense, because they were apparently part of this whole deal, but I mean, I guess maybe they accidentally summoned the Banished Pantheon? I guess that's possible. Sky Raider Negotiator, Spirit of Death Boss. Okay, well, let's take these guys out. Yeah, so the question is going to be, say we do a tanker or a brute, what power sets are we going to use? I really like Kinetic Melee's animations. They're pretty cool. So we might do that. I like Energy Melee's animations as well. I've also had the urge to play like a Firestone character and like a Volcano. Call him like Dr. Magma or something. I think that would be kind of cool. I'm lucky I'm behind this column, because otherwise I probably would have aggroed that guy. Let's back off and wait for Hyde to work. Alright, now we probably should wait for build up on this, but we're fine. I'll just throw an extra damage inspiration on. You can see this guy can do a lot of damage, and he's debuffing me. Oh, and this guy summoned the force field generator, so we got to destroy that first. This is going to be a pain. Look at this, even with an inspiration on, I can't hit it. And because it's metal, it doesn't take a lot of damage from lethal. I think it takes less damage. Yeah, so that was a mistake. I should have assassinated the negotiator. Okay, we got him. Now the negotiator will be no problem. He's just a minion. And we have completed the mission. We've stopped the deal between the Cray and the Banished Pantheon. I don't know. What about the Sky Raiders? This is a weird. That's very weird. I don't know. So the crazy dealings with the Banished Pantheon, I guess that was their investigation into magic, has been mostly halted for the moment. You discovered one of the negotiators was to be the big deal that would bring in several powerful artifacts for the Cray. A job well done, though from what you've heard, Sky Dragon is still nowhere to be found. And if we look at our tips, we now have 2 vigilante points and 2 sockets full. It's a little odd that the public fame is only going to be It looks like it'll be maxed out when we're only at half, which is kind of weird. So I don't know how that's going to work, but okay. Let's try one more. Plea for help. This is our last one. So we get a note that says Tiger Shrike. This is the safest way to contact you. You need to be warned about a life-threatening situation. I am part of a plot to kidnap and ransom the Paragon City Council. If our demands are not met, we will dispose of our hostages. This is not how it was originally supposed to happen, and I no longer want to be a part of this plan, but I can't get out of it. I need your help, Tiger Shrike. Please do what I do not have the strength to do. I won't be there by the time you arrive. I want nothing else to do with this situation, Miss Thistle. Although this sounds like a trap, you've been hearing that Miss Thistle has been getting a name amongst the criminal elements of society. This very well could be true, and you can only save the city council from being held for ransom, or even worse. On the other hand, this could be a trap. Thistle is setting people up, and she used to work for setting up people she used to work for and then making a break for it. You're not about to let a villain like that get away with it. So do we save the council or apprehend Miss Thistle? We apprehend Miss Thistle. So we're going to go track her down. So she's in an old cave network beneath Paragon City. Way the heck out on the far side of the ocean. So as we travel, so one option is brute. I sort of personally am leaning toward that. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this. One option is a mastermind. I would love to try that. I had like a ninja mastermind. I summon ninjas and stuff, and shoguns. I got them to like 25th level, I think, in live, but I never really got to the high levels with them. Masterminds are fun, like with the pets and everything. So that's a possibility. So brute, mastermind, corruptor, dominator. I could see recreating my plant thorn dominator. That might be cool. And while we're here, let's click on that. That's a landmark. If you click on certain ones in different zones, you get a history badge. So we may as well grab that while we're there. So brute, I don't know. Tanker might be Firestone. Not sure what I'd want to do with brute. Mastermind would be animals, like Beastmaster. I love that. Dominator would be Plant Thorn. Corruptor, I'm not sure. Chaldean would be a Peacebringer, human only. So think about it, guys. As time goes by, we'll feel free to discuss in the comments what you would like, and when we get to higher level, maybe in the 40s, I'll set up some sort of a poll, and you guys can vote, and whatever the people watching want me to play, I will play within the list. I'm not playing blasters, defenders, or controllers. I don't like the way those characters play. I've tried them in the past. I've never been able to get them out of the teens or 20s because I just don't enjoy them. So I don't see any point in torturing myself with a playstyle I don't really like when I could be playing another Scrapper or a Stalker or a Brute or something like that. A Dark Melee Brute has some potential. We could possibly do that. I'm a big fan of Dark Melee. Not as much a fan of Dark Armor. I know they synergize fairly well. But I could see doing some sort of maybe like a Dark Invuln or a Dark Willpower. Brute, something like that. Or maybe Dark Fire. Call him Black Flame or something. That might be cool. I just aggroed a boss, didn't I? We don't need that. Let's take these guys out real fast. Oh, he's just a lieutenant. I thought he was purple. We should be fine. Yep. So we are looking for Miss Thistle. Sort of a weird name. Is that her? Yep. She's a boss. Alright, so what we may have to do... So let's start with this guy. I can't believe I missed him. That's ridiculous. So we're going to take this guy out, and then I'm going to back up just to stay away from Miss Thistle and force them to come to me a little bit. Here, this guy. And then back up some more. Are you guys aggro to me? Maybe not. Let's do another range attack. Again, trying to stay away from the boss just until I have enough of these guys cleaned out. Yeah, Dark Melee Brute. That sounds like something pretty cool. I could see doing that. Alright, so now Miss Thistle's a boss. Let's go ahead and fire that off and pound her. Oh, it looks like we're getting ambushed. All pain. Wow. Wow, this is one heck of an ambush. Alright, let's get out of here. Great, I hit a dead end. Alright, so this will give us a chance to sort of let our powers recover. Heal back up. Okay, let's get out again. Man, they are really doing a number on me. Whew. Man, look at this. That is an insane spawn. That was like a 6-mob ambush. That is nuts. Holy crap, how many of these guys are there? I'm gonna have to run again. That is nuts. I do not know what the heck that is all about. That is an insane spawn. Backup teams have arrived. Wow. And you have to defeat them all, I guess. Or I just have to defeat whoever was back there with Miss Thistle, and I don't know who that was. Wow, I've killed like 10 of them. Well, maybe not 10, 8, and there are still 4 left. That is nuts. We should have this in hand now. That was a truly psychotic ambush. It must have been 3 spawns of 3. And there's a little bug. That's me. Where I was at one point. I don't know. So there's still a villain back there. It can't be Miss Thistle because it beat her. So it must be one of her buddies. Yeah, this guy. And that's the mission. Alright, not too bad, guys. We had to run a little bit, but we didn't die. And that shows you the power of regen, man. We healed up so fast. So Miss Thistle's in the Zig. And the city council's been rushed to the hospital for emergency care. But they've got money, they'll be fine. I love that. So if we look, we now have 3 fame icons for Vigilante. And we are at 3 out of 10 to becoming an Angel of Justice. Alright guys, I'm going to head back to Chalice Island and sell all of these juicy... Oh, look, we got a mutation damage. Let's go ahead and buff this up. The rest of these I'm going to sell at the natural and the magic shop. So let's see, that's all. This is tech. Everything else can be sold at the magic shop. Okay. So that looks good. What do we have for salvage? Oh, we got some orange salvage, guys. Let's see what this is going for. Wentworth's. Right there. Let's see what that orange salvage is going for. Let's take a look at recipes. Got a healing one. Healing invention. Healing absorb. This is just regular heal. Endurance reduction. So these are level 25s. When we start getting level 30s, it's potentially worth inventing and putting them in so you don't have to keep changing them up. But I think for this character, we're just going to stick with SOs. And we'll do some more inventing on one of our other characters. That thing is so helpful for super speed. Come on. I know you can jump up this thing. There we go. I'm so used to just ignoring the vertical relief with super jump. You just jump over everything. Alright guys, what do you think? $1 million for each? 500,000? What is the price going to be? Alright, so let's see. Oh, I left this in here. I was looking to see what the price would be. So let's see. Military Cybernetic is going for 1.75 million. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to sell it for, let's say, 250,000. Let's post it. And it's sold for, look at that, 1.5 million. Holy cow. We have now 5.6. And then we have this Strand of Fate. Now that's selling for a reasonably low price and then high price, and then let's just put this one up for 20,000. That's what it's been selling for. That's fine. It's more than we could sell it to the vendors for. And I don't know if it'll sell. It might take it a while. Right? Because well, it sold yesterday for 100K, so we'll see. There's 26 bidding, 12 for sale. We're selling for one of the lower prices, so we can leave it on. That's fine. We are filthy rich, guys. We have 5.6 mil. We're going to have more than that when I get done selling these enhancements, but I won't make you watch that. I'll be back with another episode shortly. Until then, I am Scrapperlock, and this has been City of Heroes.